Hey everybody, it's Travis at Robb Family Farm again. I know it's been a minute for a video. It's wild, wide open with the business and our full-time jobs and BB and getting ready for nationals. Just been going wide open. So today is Saturday. It's July 1st. Try to get this posted. Happy 4th of July. Everybody, we're gonna try to get this posted by the 4th. We're leaving the 3rd at 1 o'clock, headed to Arkansas for nationals, shoot BB with the team. So we are running and gunning today, trying to get everything tied up and ready. We'll be gone for 7 days. Got 2 of our kids watching the farm for us. So like I said, we're just trying to get some things tied up. That way they don't have chores to do, just normal watching the animals, make sure everything's okay, and then the feeding. So starting with today, we're finally done extracting until sourwood's done, which will be probably 2 or 3 weeks after we get back from nationals. Went up this morning, checked those bees. I got 2 hives are doing good, 1 is doing really good, and 1 of them's a dud. It's not going to do a whole lot. And I'm going to mess with it, because by the time I get it requeened or populated or whatever, by the time they get back up and going, the season will be over. So not worried about that. But we're done extracting wildflower for now, so we're going to get our stuff cleaned up. I've had this out for a couple days, actually about a week, letting the bees clean up a little bit of honey out of it, and then we've got our hive butler over here. We use it as a decapping tank. Had the cap sitting in it for a couple days out. They've cleaned it up. It's just it's weird how, let me show you. So y'all have seen me use the hive butler, but I leave the cappings in the top part of it, and it's just crazy how, when you're cutting caps, if you don't know, when you're cutting caps, they're all gooey and caked with honey, some of it, and just all kind of stuff. But after they get done cleaning them, they're dry and just brittle as can be. They clean them up pretty good. But I don't like to leave them out here more than a couple days because wax moth get into them. So what I do is I'll take this bucket and put it in the deep freezer and leave it until I get ready to render it into wax. And then I've got this one foundation here that I'm gonna put down there. The frame broke when we were extracting. So and what we do is, you don't like to wash wax, honey, or anything down your septic in your house, because it will clog it up. So what I do is, once we get done capping or extracting, I hook this. I don't have hot water out here, and so I hook this to the washing machine here in the laundry room, and I run it out here, so I got straight hot water to do all my rinsing to the equipment. And then after I get it rinsed, we'll get it put up. So got it run out. Get the end of the hose here. And I'm gonna try today. Let's see, I've got this to do. I got some weed eating to catch up on. The wife's gonna get the grass cut, and I've got the fence to move on the back section, the electric. I've got it to move today, and then tomorrow in between church, I'm gonna actually rotate the fence in that second pasture y'all seen on a video or 2 ago where I had moved it once. That grass is actually a little over knee high. It's ready to eat, so we're gonna let them stay in that paddock while we're gone for the week, so the kids don't have to worry about them getting out in the back. So I've got to move that today, or I'm gonna move the back pasture. I'm gonna remove all that and move it back to the first section we did back there this evening. And then that one I'm gonna move in the second pasture. We're gonna move that fence tomorrow in between church and put them on it. And then there's another fence down here I'm gonna rearrange where we had the babies separated, because part of it I need to finish the pig run. We will be letting them out as soon as we get back from Arkansas. So I got to get that. I've got it all cut and the wire run. I'll show you that later if I get to it. And then I got to go do a chore at the church, and then go fix a gutter for an older lady at church. Her downspout fell off. But that's what we're planning on doing today. As you know, no telling what we'll get into. So I'm gonna get this water hot and start rinsing this extractor. And I'll touch base back with y'all in a minute. All right, it didn't take me about 30, 45 minutes. Got that cleaned up, got the strainers cleaned up, got the hive buckler cleaned up. And then I got all the wax put in the freezer. So I think now we're gonna go try to get one part of the fence done, the electric fence. I'll show y'all. See my bee yard's right there. And yesterday, I don't think these hornets bother honeybees, but I don't want them in my yard. So, if you can see right there, big old hornet nest. So I tried to burn it yesterday, but apparently I didn't do a good enough job because they're back at it today trying to rebuild it. So later this evening, I'm gonna work on taking it down some more. But for now, that fire ant, put some killer on them today too. I finally got them all killed in the pasture. But let's go get this one piece of fence moved, and we'll go from there. All right, so right up here's the barn, right down the hill here. We've got it electric fence down through here and right here and down through here. But it was where we weaned at. We put our babies in this section. But right now I got nobody on it. I'm letting it recover, letting the grass grow. And we don't have any babies right now. So what I'm gonna do is take probably 2 of these strands and take them. I need them to finish my pig run that we're making. See, the pig pen's right there, and I'm making a run that goes way back behind it there, and I'm short on some wire, so I'm not going to take all of this because I still want to keep the animals off of it. But they're pretty trained. I don't want to say they're perfectly trained, but they're trained on electric wire right now, so they don't mess with it. And so I'm just going to have 2 strands, one probably about where the middle strand is, and then one a little bit above where that one is. I'll pull this nub up a little bit. So just 2, and they'll stay. Because they only have 2 down there dividing that pasture, and they don't ever cross it. Haven't yet anyway. So that's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all this down, put 2 strands back up, one low, one pretty high. And after I get done with that, then I'll go back and do some weed eating. But then later, the one pasture, let's see, you can see the electric wire right there. This side they're on, it's done. They've ate it all. There's nothing left over here. So I'm gonna move this on this side of the barn right there, so they can be on that side of it eating all of that grass the week we're gone, because it's plenty tall enough, and I'll show you all that after a while. And then back here, we moved them, and this is what I'm gonna do later too. Well, that one down there, I'm gonna do tomorrow in between church. This one right here, I'm gonna do later this evening when we bring them back in and feed them. But the first time they were on this section, kind of around here, up against the woods here around. And I don't know if you can see, yeah, there's an electric right there. Runs up through there and it runs to that corner and then turns and goes that way. So they've been on that side for a while, and we only let them out, like y'all know, in the evening or during the day. At night, we bring them back in where we've got perimeter fence over here. This perimeter fence, we'll bring them back inside of it. So this evening, I'm gonna take all of this down because it's about 2 rolls of probably 1,500 feet of wire. So I'm gonna take all this back down, and then we're gonna bring it, because it connects right there, we're gonna bring it up right where this line is, but then at the corner there where it turns left, we're gonna turn right and bring it across, and then bring it through these woods, and then hook it in right in here somewhere. And so when we get back, we'll start letting them out in this section again and let that other side rest. So that side will be resting, and this side will be resting, and this. So let me get this taken down, and then we'll go from there. Do it later. All right. For the next task, I'll have my tripod with me so I can video while I'm doing it, but it didn't take me long. So I got 2 strands all the way down, and then I've got all this extra wire laying right here. I'm gonna go find me something to roll it up on, so when I get time, whether it's before we leave Monday or when we get back, I can get the pigs out on their run. So let's go find something to roll it up on. I don't think I have any more reels. Let me dig around, find something. This will work. Old stake. There's my tripod. Get y'all mounted on that and we'll get this rolled up. All right, there you go. It's not the best way, it's not the easiest way. And it really didn't bird nest. The only thing is when you're twisting this, it's twisting this wire. And then over time it twists around on itself. And it wasn't really a knot. When y'all seen I was struggling there, it was just it twisted around on itself, so I had to untwist it a little bit. I guess it could be a knot, but. So here we go, nice little ball. Like I said, it's not the easiest. It's not the best way to do it, but I don't have any more reels. I got 2 down there, I got 2 back there. I need another one just for random stuff like this. Well, when I get done with the pig pen, I'm gonna need to roll it up, so I need a reel on it anyway. So I need to get me another one. And I'll probably get a cheap little electrical cord reel and then buy me another one with wire on it. That's just to have. Now I can use it for that, and then this one can be for random stuff. But there's a couple tasks down. Let's see what else we can get into. Oh, before I go weed eat, I'm gonna sit down and rest. It is hot today. It's supposed to be high 90s, so I need to stay cool. I'm actually gonna hydrate out of this hose here. Anybody lived in the country or grew up in the country or grew up poor, you've drank out of a hose before. But I'll let y'all know, I don't know if I've mentioned, Father's Day was a couple weeks ago, and the kids all went in together and got me a GoPro, one of the new ones. It's got the head mount, the chest mount, got a bunch of different mounts. They got a kit with it too. I would be recording on it today, but I've got to get an SD card. I have one, but I think it's just for photos, and so it would error out after about 8 seconds of recording. But hopefully the videos will get better. I'll start using it, so I'm gonna order me a good SD card. And then I've also looked into some extra batteries. It came with one, and I've found on Amazon it's a battery pack. It charges and holds. It's a charger that charges 3 batteries at a time. It comes with 3 batteries, and it has mini SD slots that you can store like 3 or 4 different cards in it. Probably gonna order that. That way, when I'm out here recording, one battery would probably last me for as long as what I use, but probably gonna order that. That way, I got backups and backup memory cards. That way, if I don't get to load after a day or 2, I still got memory cards I can record on until I can get everything uploaded and deleted off the video. Then after that, I'll have to look up another streaming platform, something to cut my videos, not platform, but something to cut my videos on and edit them and all that. Right now I'm doing it with iMovie, which works really good. But if I start getting into more and more videos and editing and trying to get it done quicker, I need something a little different probably. But we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna go use the GoPro in my other venture that I do in real estate, selling houses and stuff. I can do like virtual tours with it, take pictures for showings, and just different stuff, different aspects of that in the real estate industry. So I can use it wherever, but I'm happy. I'm excited they got it for me. They went out on a limb and spent a good, decent chunk of money for me, and I do appreciate it. So we'll see how it improves my videoing. They can quit making fun of me. All right, that's why I got a weed eat the dog pen. So I'm not gonna video me doing it. Y'all know what it looks like somebody weed eating. So I'll weed eat the dog pen, and I'm gonna weed eat around the chicken coop down there and around the barn area. Get that done. And I don't know what we're gonna do next. We'll figure it out. All right. Actually got all the weed eating done, but right as I turned the camera off, I went to start the weed eater and the pull cord broke. So I had to fix that. It was actually the spring, the recoil spring. So I got that fixed, got all the weed eating done. And as soon as I was done, I went inside, rinsed off, cooled off. I think heat index is like 100 today. So I went inside, rinsed off, cooled off, took a break in the AC. And the wife has got all the grass done except for this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow off the driveway and the back porch right here. And then we're gonna get the bees and try to put my rim boards on it, and hopefully the next couple days is supposed to be kind of cooler. Not a lot, but enough that I'm gonna try to treat with Apiguard. So I'm gonna try to get that in my bees as soon as I get this blown off. But we'll see how that goes. Get this driveway blown off, and we'll go get in the bees. All right, well, I did blow the driveway and get in the bees, but with it being a dearth right now, I have to move quick. I don't want Robin to start in the bee yard, and even without it, Robin, man, they are wild. Let's see, I don't know how many I got the other day. Got 2 more this evening stings, so my hands are pretty beat up. But the bees are wild. And I don't know, maybe somebody might watch this eventually and tell me what I'm doing wrong. I need to do Apiguard. You can't do it with honey supers on. This is from what I understand. But when I extracted honey a couple weeks ago, I had some supers that weren't even half full. I know commercial beekeepers have got drying rooms and stuff like that. I did put mine next to a dehumidifier, but honestly, I think I could have left mine on for probably 2-3 more weeks because they filled. I know 2 of the 6 supers I pulled were almost completely full of honey and capped. So maybe I pulled too early. Maybe I need to leave it a little sooner. But what I'm running into is I have to pull the supers to do Apiguard treatment, because if you leave them on, and I don't know if you can leave them on and then after the comb is cleaned out, you can reuse it, or if comb is no good. I'm not sure on the details of that. So if anybody watching this knows, please let me know. I've been researching, studying, but there's not a whole lot, and everybody knows that nothing's 100%, so I don't think anybody's focusing 100% on Apiguard right now for mite treatment. But anyway, so that's the issue, is I'm pulling off supers that are either full or still uncapped, and when you pull them off and you let that scent of honey out, the bees go crazy. So what I do is I set them off in the side yard, probably 50-75 yards from the bee yard. I set them there until nightfall tonight. Then I'll go over there in my bee suit, get them, and then I'll put them in the freezer. Because all I'll do is this winter, if any of those hives are light, then I'll take those supers and put them on those hives and just feed it back to them over the winter. But so I got it done anyway. We got thunder in the background. I don't know if you can see how dark them clouds are. We're gonna run to the grocery store, get some groceries for the week, and when I get back, hopefully I'm gonna do the last task I wanted to get done today, which was move that back fence. And I think if Michaela will help me, we can get it done in no time. So if I do that, I'll catch y'all then. If not, thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, share it, go like us on Facebook, and look forward to seeing some of our clips and snips of going to Rogers, Arkansas for nationals. We'll be leaving in 2 days to go to that, so y'all be watching out for some little shorts and reels, and I may get a decent video put together with the GoPro, so we'll see. But again, thank everybody for watching. All right, evening chore time. Walk out here and check the pigs, see how low their feed is. Also, we're not gonna get that fence done that I was gonna add to that video, but we'll get the evening chores done on this video. Oh, in a mess. Oh, their food's empty. Gotta work on that pig pen. It must have flooded here. This is their bucket. Now I usually dip it out of the buckets here. That way I can keep track, because I got this feed sack that's completely full. But I always fill up a bucket because I know about how much a bucket costs. I'll fill it up out of that. Yeah. Another bucket. I think this is it. I think she took it to put scraps in the garden with, but we'll use this one. They know what's coming. They know it's feed time. These buckets don't need to be in here. You see how bad the pen's getting. I don't know if you see in the camera, but that's why as soon as I get back, I'll fix the rest of that pen, get them out of here. I'll still leave water and food here, but they'll be able to roam. Maybe see that fiberglass post right there, but they'll be able to roam probably a good 75 yards that way. Probably about 25 yards wide about 75 yards long, but all down through there. And that's really just until we get that back pasture perimeter fenced in. Once we do that, I think I'm going to run a pack with just two wire strand, just to divide paddocks throughout the pasture, just to on an every couple of day move. But I don't want to put them back there until I get good perimeter fencing. Oh, I already hear fireworks going off around me. People getting ready for the 4th. A lot of people are shooting fireworks tonight, but with the storms going through, a lot of them have canceled too. Go around here and check this water. Yeah, that needs filled up too. He could probably take one more 5-gallon bucket, but I'm gonna top it off probably tomorrow night or Monday when I get home, just so the kids shouldn't have to worry about it for probably at least 3 days. So that's all I'm putting up tonight. What do you need me to water?
The small chickens, the one in the end with the babies, and
These two?
the big ones.
And the big, so all 3 chickens?
Yeah.
I gotta hook the pig water up and fill it up.
For the pig?
Yeah. They've destroyed all of that hay. It's gone. So this is the water for the chickens. Pastures are looking good right now. When we get back, I'll probably have to cut this one just real high just to top it. Knock it down a little bit. Knock the weeds down anyway. You can see, I don't know if you see in the camera, but some of these weeds are extremely tall. I think if I cut them down, the grass would grow, but at least we are getting grass right here in the area now. Here's the little billy goats. Little baby bucklings. Anybody want them, let me know. I'll sell them to you.
She's only sitting on 2.
Who?
That hen down there.
Where's the other one?
I don't know.
You know where the other egg is?
No. This morning there were 3.
There was 3 out there a while ago when we come back to.
Well, one was from today. They laid it in the middle of the,
Oh.
But this morning when I checked under her, she had 3 and one was hatching.
Is there one under her now?
There's 2 under her.
There's no baby?
No. And there's no shell. We need to start making them set in these over here.
They're fine like they are. You ready? You bring a scoop for them?